Hello friends, welcome to technical and option chain analysis. So before we start our option chain analysis, let's see what has Nifty done today. So if we see today's opening, that is around at 11,858, and we can see it was continuously falling. So as we have discussed that 11,800 is going to be a very strong support for Nifty. So if we see Nifty made today's low, that is around at 11,802, and it started the upside. And we have discussed that 11,900 is going to be a very crucial resistance for Nifty for today. So we can see Nifty made today's high, that is around at 11,894, and we can see that from here Nifty faced a strong resistance and it started again the downside. So we can clearly see that Nifty was falling in this range for today, and finally Nifty closed around at 11,869. Now, if we see the one day candlesticks chart, we can clearly see that Nifty is making lower lows. See, this was over here on the 8th of November. We can see Nifty made the low of 11,888. Then again, it on the very next day, it made a lower low, and again on the 13th of November, it made a lower low, and even today, it made a lower low. So this indicates the bearishness in the Nifty, and yesterday we have discussed that Nifty broke the trend line. So going forward, we can expect some correction in the Nifty. So now let's go to the option chain and we'll try to find out support and resistance for the 15th of November. So as the Nifty has closed at around 11,872, so we'll start our analysis from 11,900. First of all, we'll study the puts to find out support, and then we'll study the calls to find out resistance. So today was the expiry day for the Nifty. So now we will study the option chain, which is going to expire on 21st of November. So let's see what we have at strike price 11,900. So if we see at 11,900, we can see the net change is minus 33, and as the change in open interest is plus 3.8 lakh contracts, it means the put writers or put sellers sold the contracts at this strike price. And we can see the cumulative open interest is almost 8 lakh contracts. If we see further down at 11,800, we can see the change in open interest is over 8.8 lakh contracts, and the cumulative open interest is almost 13 lakh contracts. And as the net change is minus 28, it means the put writers or put seller sold the contracts. So even if we see further down at 11,700, we can see the change in open interest is almost 3.9 lakh contracts, and the cumulative open interest is almost 8 lakh contracts. So after studying these three strike prices, we can clearly see that 11,800 is going to be a very crucial support for the Nifty for tomorrow. Reason being, we can see the highest cumulative open interest is still at strike price 11,800, and if Nifty for try to go further down, then 11,700 is going to be a very strong support. So now let's go to the call side and we'll try to find out resistance for tomorrow. So if we see at strike price 11,900, we can see the net change is minus 1.9, and the cumulative open interest is almost 11 lakh contracts, and the change in open interest is 5.6 lakh contracts. So as the net change is minus 1.9, it means the call writers or call sellers sold the contracts at the strike price 11,900. If we see further down at strike price 12,000, we can see the change in open interest is 2.8 lakh contracts, and the cumulative open interest is 9.7 lakh contracts. So after studying these two strike prices 11,900 and 12,000, we can see the call writers are selling a contracts at strike price 11,900 in a higher number. So 11,900 is going to be a very strong resistance for the Nifty for tomorrow, and if Nifty try to break it, then 12,000 is going to be a next strong resistance. So after studying this option chain, if we want to bound a Nifty in a range, then according to my analysis, this is going to be a 11,750 to 11,950. Reason being, if we see that 11,800 is a very strong support, so if Nifty try to go further down, then it will the 11,750 will be a strong support, and the same way if Nifty try to break 11,900, then 11,950 is going to be a next resistance. So thank you friends for watching this video, and if you like it, then please subscribe our channel and hit the like button. Thank you friends.